Hello everyone, today is the lecture number 22 for the signal and system 5th electrical engineering. Previously in the last lecture we have done some Fourier series example. We have also seen polar Fourier series, complex exponential Fourier series, and we had calculated one example regarding to that. We also had seen one Euler identity that you are already familiar with it. Okay, and this is the exam that was the example for the finding the complex exponential Fourier series for the pulse train. Okay, and for the pulse train we had obtained a complex exponential coefficient c of n, which is something like this: a of tau by capital T0 sinc of the n of tau by capital T0. Okay, that is the c of n, and this is the series. So series has been multiplied with the cos 2 pi nt by capital T0 and summated over the n equals to minus infinity to infinity, minus infinity to positive infinity. And this is the that means that was the plot for the magnitude of the c of n, and we have also plotted and seen one phase spectrum and magnitude spectrum of the c of n. Okay, so based on that we will now further proceed one more example. This is really important example regarding to the exam point of view as well as regarding to the fundamental understanding point of view. So here is the example: obtain the Fourier series for the unit impulse train shown in the figure. Also plot the amplitude and the phase spectrum of the same. Okay, so here you have given one graph, that is the impulse signal train. Okay, and those impulses are plotted as the fundamental time period capital T0. So you can see here capital T0 you will have one impulse, 2T0 you will have another impulse, and so on. Same is true for negative time period also. There is no mention of the amplitude because we know what is the impulse signal. So if they ask you this kind of example, then what you have to do? So first let's try to calculate this example, then we will understand that how should we proceed further. Okay, so this is a little bit tricky example and little bit understanding point of view example. So the phenomena and the understanding point of view here is that we use the concept of equivalence between rectangular pulse and an impulse. Okay, so here it is concept of equivalence between rectangular pulse and impulse. You know what is rectangular pulse it is? એ તમને પછી ખ્યાલ આવશે કે આપણે આ કોન્સેપ્ટનો કેમ યુઝ કરે છે. સો ધીસ ઇઝ ધી રેક્ટેન્ગ્યુલર પલ્સ, okay, which has previously height a and this width as a tau. Okay, all right. So what will happen if what is the area under this curve? Well, area is equals to a into tau. Okay, that is the area. But for this rectangular pulse, if it is happen, then area under the rectangular pulse a tau goes to 1 as your tau shrink to the 0. Okay, so tau જે છે 0 ની નજીક જાય અને એ ટાઉનો એરિયા એ 1 જ રહે, યુનિટી જ રહે. તો આ કન્ડિશન ક્યારે પોસિબલ બને કે ટાઉ 0 તરફ જાય અને આ એ જે હાઇટ છે ઇન્ફાઇનાઇટ જાય, તો અને તો જ આ બંનેનો ગુણાકાર જે છે એ યુનિટી એટલે કે 1 રહે. તો જો આ કન્ડિશન ફોલો થાય, ઇફ એન્ડ ઓનલી ઇફ, તો આ જે પલ્સ છે ધેટ વિલ બીકમ ઇમ્પલ્સ. Okay, and this is what we call unit impulse. Okay, area is equals to 1 and width is equals to 0. This is the definition of unit impulse. So what we are going to do, we had all the calculation regarding to the pulse with height a and tau time period. okay, or tau width. So what we are going to do, we give you just this simplification to the final result of this example. એટલે આ એક્ઝામ્પલનું જે C of n આપણને મળ્યું બરાબર છે, એ C of n ઉપર આપણે આ રિઝલ્ટને એપ્લાય કરીશું. ઓકે, so let's start the solution for that. What was the C of n? I am going to write down here. C of n was a tau by t0 sinc in bracket n tau by capital T0. That was the sinc function, and I'm going to show you so that you will get the idea. Here it is. C of n is a tau by t0 sinc n tau by t0. That was the C of n for the pulse train. Okay, so that use the concept, equivalence concept. For impulse C of n, we have a tau by t0 sinc of n tau by capital T0, and limit, these are the limit, a tau goes to 1 and tau simultaneously goes to 0. So first we will apply upper limit a tau goes to 0. So we will have limit tau goes to 0, a tau goes to 1. So whenever you will find a tau, you need to put a 1 divided by t0 sinc n tau by capital T0. Now you know very well that what will happen with the sinc function if we try to see the magnitude at the origin. We had activity also on the sinc function. So this is the sinc function. You can see here, whatever the sinc function, if you go to the 0, your time axis goes to the 0 or your n axis goes to the 0, you will get 1, and whatever the multiply with the magnitude. Okay, that was the definition for the sinc function. Here it is again discussed. This kind of the function we called it sinc function, and it has a value approximately goes to 1. And we had also plot this kind of curve in the Desmos, that I had also given you the activity that you need to find out this bubble. Okay, that bubble will give you undefinite. Let me write down here also, undefinite. ત્યાં એ અવ્યાખ્યાયિત છે, એનો મતલબ એમ થાય. પણ આજુબાજુમાં સેજ લેફ્ટ અથવા તો રાઈટ બાજુ જઈએ તો it is almost 1. So our theta goes to 0, here it is 0, then you will get y as a 1. So you will have limit tau goes to 0 and your sinc function will gonna go to 1. So if I remove the limit, alright, then my sinc function will turn out to be 1. So final answer will be something like this. So my C of n will be 1 upon T0. Okay, and once you find the C of n, then you need to obtain series. And what is the series? Here it is, a complex exponential Fourier series. X of t is equals to summation from negative infinite to infinite C of n e to the j 2 pi n t by capital T0. Okay, so put the C of n and put this function. So let's see what will happen. So our Fourier series will be x of t sigma n goes from negative infinite to positive infinite. C of n, let me write down that here, e to the j 2 pi nt by t0. So it will become sigma negative infinite to infinite C of n. We already calculated, it is 1 upon t0, and you will have e to the j 2 pi nt by t0. Now variable for the sigma is n. So you can take 1 upon t0 as a constant outside of the summation sign. So 1 upon t0 sigma n goes to negative infinite to positive infinite e to the j 2 pi nt by t0, and this is your final expression regarding to x of t. Okay, and you can also open this sigma notations. Then what will happen, or you can left it as it is. Sigma n goes from negative infinite to positive infinite e to the j theta, which is Euler identity. All right, we call the Euler identity e to the I theta cos theta plus I sin theta. So we remove imaginary part, then we will get cos theta. Theta means j cofactor, which is 2 pi n t by t0 plus j times sine of the things is also there, but I am not going to write down that. So you can see here that this is also your formula for the impulse train. તો આનો મતલબ શું છે? The meaning of this formula is simply keep the fundamental, જેટલો પણ તમારો ટાઈમ પીરિયડ હોય ફંડામેન્ટલ ટાઈમ પીરિયડ, એટલું 1 ડિવાઇડેડ બાય t0 જેટલું મેગ્નિટ્યુડ રાખો, કોસ સિગ્નલ રાખી દો, 2 પાઈ એટલે ઓમેગા t બાય t0, sorry, omega nt, 2 pi by t0 is omega. So you can put omega 0 nt and put n equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. So n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will suggest you the frequencies, fundamental, second, third, fourth harmonics and so on. But there is no n term here, so magnitude will remain constant. So what is that? कि एक cos wave ड्रॉ करो, बीजू सेकंड फ्रीक्वन्सी वालू cos wave ड्रॉ करो, थर्ड फ्रीक्वन्सी वालू cos wave, फोर्थ, फाइव, एवा बधा cos wave ड्रॉ करी दो, ए बधा cosine wave ने एड करी दो, and you will get this term. Are you getting my point? What I want to say? I am going to plot that here. 1 upon t0 એનું magnitude છે, so let's keep that. Okay, cosine fundamental, let's say here it is second harmonic, so something like this. All right, third harmonic or fifth harmonic and so on. હું નીચે તરફ પણ એટલું મેગ્નિટ્યુડ ખીંચતો નથી, બટ યુ કેન અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડ. બરાબર, ફ્રીક્વન્સી વધારતા જ જાઓ, બસ બીજું કંઈ નહીં. જસ્ટ ઇન્ક્રીઝ ધ ફ્રીક્વન્સીઝ. Same magnitude and increase the frequency. Same is true for the left side also. And add all those cosine wave, you will get this kind of wave. That is interesting, isn't it? So we will first plot a phase spectrum and the amplitude spectrum. Then we will check this in Desmos app. So you will get the idea. Okay, so what is the phase spectrum? Let me plot here a phase spectrum. So phase spectrum, first let me plot amplitude spectrum. So here it is the amplitude spectrum. Recall what is the amplitude spectrum. This was it, one-sided and two-sided. Okay, put the frequency and whatever number of the frequency, draw the bars. All right, so I'm going to plot it. How I'm going to plot that? Here is the frequency and here is the 0, fundamental, second harmonic, third harmonic, fourth harmonic, and same is true for the negative frequencies. Okay, all right, then plot 0 frequency is there. Yes, 0 frequency is there. Cos 0 will give you 1, multiply by 1 by t0. So here it is, amplitude 1 by t0. Then add 1 frequency, put n equals to 1. All right, then you will get cosine wave with magnitude 1 by t0. So this is frequency, same magnitude. Put twice frequency, same magnitude. Magnitude will not gonna change. Why that is happening? Previously we had c of n having n term. You see that here x of t, તો અહીંયા તો n term હતું જ, cosine of 2 pi nt. તો આ તો છે જ, પણ અહીંયા પણ એન છે, એટલે જેમ એન વધારતા જાઓ એમ એમ્પ્લિટ્યૂડ કોસનું એમ્પ્લિટ્યૂડ પણ આ ફંક્શન પ્રમાણે બદલાય. તો જો એ બદલાય છે અહીંયા એવું કંઈ નથી. અહીંયા સી ઓફ એનની અંદર એવું એન વાળું કોઈ ટર્મ નથી. સો સી ઓફ એન વિલ ગોના રિમેન all over constant, and just add all those sequential frequencies from negative infinite to positive infinite. So I am going to just plot that because now it's become very easy. And all has same amplitude, which is 1 by t0. Okay, and immediately I am going to plot the phase spectrum. So phase spectrum is also plotted in the same way, but here you will get phi of n, and here you will get c of n magnitude, which is amplitude of course. So I'm going to plot f0 to f0. Okay, but you can see here there is also no phase shift. All right, કોઈ જગ્યાએ આ સ્પેક્ટ્રમ જે છે એમ્પ્લિટ્યૂડ એમાં કોઈ જગ્યાએ નીચે વેવફોર્મ જતું નથી અથવા કોઈ અપ ડાઉન નથી થતું. એવું કંઈ થતું હોય તો આપણે એ ચેક કરી શકીએ, જે અહીંયા થતું હતું, નેગેટિવ બનતું હતું, પોઝિટિવ બનતું હતું. ઓકે, પણ અહીંયા કંઈ એવું થતું નથી, એટલે બધી જ જગ્યાએ ફેઝ કેવા છે? 0. અહીંયા પણ કોસની પાછળ માઇનસ પણ કોઈ ફાઈ નથી, એટલે આપણે જ્યાં બધા જ એડ કર્યા એ બધા કોસ વેવ ઇન ફેઝ હતા. તો મતલબ 0 ફેઝ બધી જગ્યાએ, બધા કમ્પોનન્ટમાં 0 ફેઝ. એન્ડ ધેટ ઇઝ વોટ વી કોલ્ડ a phase spectrum and amplitude spectrum. Now the key thing here is that Fourier series of the impulse train having t0 as a fundamental frequency has the same graph as the x of t for the Fourier amplitude spectrum having inverse of the fundamental time period magnitude. t0 જેટલું ફંડામેન્ટલ ટાઈમ પીરિયડ હોય એવા એક્સ ઓફ ટી વાળા ઇમ્પલ્સ ટ્રેનનું ફોરિયર સિરીઝ સેમ એના જેવું જ બને છે. એનું એમ્પ્લિટ્યૂડ 1/t0 જેટલું હોય છે અને ફેઝ સ્પેક્ટ્રમ 0. બરાબર? સો ધીસ ઇઝ ધી કી એન્ડ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ પાર્ટ ઓફ અવર lecture. All right, and now I'm gonna give you one homework example. Okay, so I just write down the conclusion of this this our example, that this means that amplitude spectrum going to be the same as that means the pulse train of the impulse having amplitude 1/t0. Okay, and now I'm going to give you one homework example. So this is the example: obtain the Fourier series of the sawtooth waveform and plot the phase and amplitude spectrum. So you just go with the exponential expression because that will be the less tedious. And this is the x of t. Now x of t is there, so first thing that you need to obtain the equation. So I'm going to give you just obtaining equation. So you just check here, height is a, and that slope is from 0 to t. So 0 થી t સુધી જતા 0 થી t સુધી જતા એની હાઇટમાં a જેટલો વધારો થાય છે. So this is my width, this is my height. So I can say the slope is equals to y height divided by horizontal length. So what is the height? It is a divided by what is the length? It is t. Sometimes you can also write down a minus 0 divided by t minus 0, which is a by t. Okay, and equation is y is equal to mx, something like that, y equals to mx plus c. This is the line equation, but you see here it is passing from the 0, so c is 0. Okay, m, which is the slope, we found the slope, so let me write down not xt, but let me write down slope. Slope is a by t. Okay, that is the slope. y coordinate by x coordinate and then make the equation. So instead of y I will put x of t, slope is a by t, and x I will have a t. So this is my equation, x of t is equal to a by capital T into t. Take this equation and calculate the example.